Good morning, girls. Today we are going to see in extension education what is about Panchayat Raj. Okay, so everybody come to know about now the government is giving emphasis and all the news they are talking about what is a Panchayat Raj. So let's see what is a Panchayat Raj now. Okay, it is a form of local self government. It means that independence must be given at the bottom, must begin at the bottom. Thus, every village must be a republic one. Okay, so they must have the full powers, and every village has to be must be self-sustained and capable of managing its affairs. That is called as what? The Panchayat Raj. Okay, now we will see how it is growing. Okay, so first we will see it is a network of village panchayat and that rise up into the national level. So if the village gets developed means naturally our government or our nation will be developed. So that only they are explaining as horizontally it is a network of what? Village panchayat, and vertically it is growing up to the national level. Okay. Now they are this Panchayat Raj, it was accepted as a new concept. Why they are accepting as a new concept? Because it means that the administration is by mutual consultation. That is the mutual consultation between on what? The people representative on one hand and the consultation with the officers on the other hand. So that it is called as what? The new concept. So this Panchayat Raj was introduced in India in the year 1992 in the Indian Constitution, that is the 73rd Amendment Act. So can you all understand what is by Panchayat Raj? It is a form of local self-government. Okay, so how it is rising and how it is developing our country and how it has been accepted as a new concept, that is called as what? The Panchayat Raj. So under this Panchayat Raj, it is necessary that you must understand what is the term, that is democratic decentralization. Demo means you know that the people, crazy means the rule of. So that we come to know that it is rule of by of the people, by the people and for the people. That is most important. So rule by majority, rule by the people is an important feature of this democratic decentralization. So already in the beginning I told you what? The important ingredient of Panchayat Raj is what? Rule by consultation between the whom? Between the people on one hand and the what? The people, the officers on the other hand. That is called as what? The democratic decentralization. Next one we are going to see about the three important tiers of Panchayat Raj. So at what all level the Panchayat Raj gets operated. Okay, there are three tiers. So first one is at the village level, block level and the district level. So under village level it is called as the Gram Panchayat. Okay, next at the block level it operates as a what? Panchayat Samiti, and at district level it operates under Jilla Parishad. So under three levels the Panchayat Raj system in India is being operated. First we are going to see that what is meant by Gram Panchayat. So Gram Panchayat is nothing but it is a primary unit of local self-government. It is called as what? The self-government. You know, you may come under this that every village will have a panchayat election, so that they elect the president of their own, the secretary of their own. Why they are doing that? Okay, so because they must have, each village must have the what? The own powers. They must do all the work by themselves. That is called as what? The Gram Panchayat. Okay, so this Gram Panchayat, they consist of what? The village elders. They comprises of what? The village elders. So they are, this Gram Panchayat is being established based on the what? The income, the population and the area. Okay, so what will be the income? The income may be from rupees 500 to 1 lakh rupees or 2 lakhs rupees per annum, so that they can constitute as a what? The Gram Panchayat. Okay, next one, the population. The population may be vary from 500 to 25,000. So if the population is 500 to 25,000 means they can constitute a what? A Gram Panchayat. Okay, so after the election the tenure of the Gram Panchayat will be what? 5 years. Okay, and the elected president, the name of the president is called as what? The Sarpanch. Okay, under Gram Panchayat, the name of the president is called as what? The Sarpanch. They are elected directly by the members of the village or by the wards of the village people. Okay, and the Sarpanch, this main responsibility is to convene the Gram Sabha meeting at least once in 6 months. Okay, he has to gather all the people and he has to explain what all work must be undertaken in the village and how far the work has been completed, etc. That is called as what that is the important role of this Sarpanch. Then he occupies a very important position in the Panchayat Raj system. What are the position? First one is he supervises and coordinates the various activities of the Panchayat. That is most important function. Okay. Next, what he has done? The village level worker or the Panchayat secretary or the two officers at the Panchayat level. Okay, this Sarpanch is a non-official body. So when it comes to the governmental official body, who is responsible? That is called as village level worker or the Panchayat Samiti. They are the two officers at the Panchayat level operating at the Gram Panchayat. Okay, next we are going to see what are the functions of this Gram Panchayat. First function is called as representative function. What is by representing? They are raising or they are representing what is needed by the community. That is called as what? Representative function. That is to voice and represent the community opinion to the government. That is called as what? The representative function. Next function is called as regulatory function. So what they are doing? The Sarpanch, they are supervising the work at school and they are registering the birth rate as well as the death rate, as well as what they are doing, they are enforcing the measures and safety as well as in sanitation in the village. That is called as what? Regulatory as well as the administrative function. Next one is called as developmental function. So in developmental function, so what is needed? For example, in the field of education, the field of health, agriculture and irrigation, what development they are doing. So promotion of all these fields, they are doing it. Okay, that is the functions of this Gram Panchayat. So Gram Panchayat is nothing but this is a local form of self-government and they are undergoing what? They are electing the president. That person name is called as what? The Sarpanch, etc. And what are the powers? We have seen it. Can you understand, ma? Next one, we are going to see the Panchayat Samiti. So Panchayat Samiti operates where? At which level? At the block level. So several villages comprises a block. Okay, maybe 20 to 60 villages or 20 to 80 villages depending upon the population. Again, depending upon the population, they are constituting a block. Okay, several villages together is known as a block. Okay, so first we are going to see what is a Panchayat Samiti. So this is the next tier of the administration that operates at the block level. So Panchayat Samiti, they comprises of who are all the members of this Panchayat Samiti. First one is called as first members Sarpanch of all the Panchayat. So what all the villages comes under this block level. So all the president of the Gram Panchayat will be the member of the Panchayat Samiti. Okay. Next one is MLA and MLC. They have the right to vote but not to hold the office. Okay. So MLA, that is member of Legislative Assembly, and member of Legislative Council, they have the right to vote, but they don't have the authority to handle the office, etc. That is called they are the members. Next one is two women representative, one from scheduled caste and one from the scheduled tribes members. Okay. Next one is two members, they are experienced, they must be experienced in administration and public life. Can you understand, ma'am? So these are the members. So who all they comprises? Sarpanch, MLAs and MLC, and two women representative and two members who are interested in the administration and the public life. Okay. Next we are going to see what is the Panchayat Samiti. Okay. So usually this Panchayat Samiti, they consist of what? 20 to 60 villages depending upon the area as well as the population. Okay. So the average population of this Panchayat Samiti is about 80,000 to 1 lakh. About what? 80,000 to 1 lakh people they consist of. So the president of this Panchayat Samiti is known as the Pradhan. The president of the Panchayat Samiti is known as called Pradhan. There we have mentioned about the what? Sarpanch. Okay. Here this Uppradhan is also elected. That is the vice president for Panchayat Samiti is also be elected. Okay, ma. So and all the the president of the Panchayat Samiti is a Pradhan elected by the electoral, consists of the members of the Panchayat Samiti and all the Gram Panchayat falling within the areas. So besides this Pradhan, Up-Pradhan has also been elected. So this Pradhan, what they are doing, they convene and presides over the Panchayat Samiti meeting. They convene the meeting and presides over the Panchayat Samiti. He guides the Panchayat in making the plan and carrying out the program. So he guides. What is the main role of this Pradhan? They guide the Panchayat to prepare the plan and carrying out the program. Okay. Next one is we are going to say who is the official body, governmental body responsible or working at the block level. That is, we come to know that usually we will say that BDO. Who is known as BDO? This Block Development Officer. He is a Chief Executive Officer who is in charge for Panchayat Samiti. So all the responsibility is entrusted in the hands of Block Development Officer. Can you all understand, ma? So he is responsible for this Panchayat Samiti thing. Okay. Next one, we are going to see what are the important functions of this Panchayat Samiti. Okay, the principal functions of Panchayat Samiti is first to coordinate the activities of the various Panchayat within their jurisdiction. So they are coordinating the first one is what? To coordinating the activities of the Panchayat Raj. Okay, next one, they are supervising the work of the Panchayat and they are scrutinizing the budget. So what all the work being done at the Gram Panchayat, they are supervising and they are scrutinizing the budget. Okay, and it also reserves the right to suggest measures for improving the functioning of the Panchayat. They have the right to tell the views and express the ideas for the Panchayat. Okay, and they are responsible for preparing and implementing plans for the development of agriculture, animal husbandry, small and cottage industries. Okay, so they are responsible for all the activities that is being laid down in the Panchayat and the Gram Panchayat. So these are the main functions of this Gram Panchayat Samiti. Okay, what are the first one? To coordinate the activities of the Panchayat. Next one, to supervise the work and scrutinizes the budget, and they are responsible for all the activities such as agriculture, development of animal husbandry, small and cottage industries. Okay, next one we are going to see about the third level, So the third level, the third tier in the Panchayat Raj is called as Jilla Parishad. It is called as what? The Jilla Parishad. So the Jilla Parishad, they operates at the district level. They operates at the what? At the district level. Now we are going to see the members of this Jilla Parishad. So it comprises all Pradhans of the Panchayat Samitis. So the Panchayat Samiti, all the Pradhans and Up-Pradhans, they comprises in the Jilla Parishad. Next one, the district collector. So he plays a important role, a vital role in at the district level. Okay, next one, MLAs, MLCs and MPs of the district. So here the members of the parliament, they are also comes under or they work under this Jilla Parishad. So in beginning we have seen in Panchayat Samiti only two people. Who are they? MLAs and MLCs only. So here one more addition people. Who are they responsible people? MPs. They are also coming under this category. Okay, and two women representatives. One for the scheduled caste and one for the scheduled tribe. Okay, and two members. That is, they are interested in the field of what? The rural development. So all these people comes under this what? This Jilla Parishad. Apart from this, okay, the medical officer, public health, public work, engineering, agriculture, education. So all this the area or the department comes under this Jilla Parishad, and there is a Chief Executive Officer in the Panchayat at the Jilla Parishad. So he is deputed to Jilla Parishad by the state government. So can you understand? So these are the now we are going to see who are the members. Okay, who is the important member? So the members of the Parishad, they elect the chairman and the vice chairman. So usually you might have seen on the road the vehicle written as a what? The chairman of certain things, chairman, etc. So the members are called as what? Jilla Parishad. They are known as what? The chairman and the vice chairman. So there in the Gram Panchayat they are known as what? The members are known as what? The Sarpanch. So under Panchayat Samiti they are called as what? The Pradhan and Upradhan. So here they are called as what? Chairman and the vice chairman. Now we are going to see what are the functions of this Jilla Parishad. So first one, what they are doing is they perform certain functions like coordinating and supervising function. So what they are doing? They are coordinating the hands with the whom? With the Panchayat Samiti, and they are supervising the work done by the Panchayat Samiti. Okay. Next one, what they are doing? They are coordinating the activities of Panchayat Samiti falling within the jurisdiction. It approves the budget of the Panchayat Samiti. So main activity is what they are doing. Whatever the money allocation needed by the Panchayat Samiti, they are being approved. Okay. And next important function is, even at the time of emergency, they are rendering the advice to the government. Okay, that is the most important function. This they can do. So for our district, we need to set up an industry. Okay, if there is any pandemic cases, what safety measures they can do it. So certain advices they are giving to the government. That is the most important functions of this Jilla Parishad. Okay, next one is what they are doing. Responsible for the maintenance of primary, secondary school, etc. As well as it promotes what? Local industries and the art. So all the primary, secondary and higher secondary school level, as well as the local industries, art, everything, they are doing it. Can you understand? So next one, we are going to see what is the Panchayat Raj setup. Okay, so at the national level, who is responsible? So at the national level, usually all the department will be headed by our Prime Minister. So he is a chairperson at the national level. Next, at the state level, who is responsible? The Chief Minister. He is a chairman at the state level. Next one, at the district level, who is responsible at the Jilla Parishad? The district collector. Next, at the block level, who is responsible? The block development officer. Next, at the village level, who is responsible? The village level worker. He is responsible. So this is the Panchayat Raj setup in our country. Okay, girls, can you all understand? So let me summarize what we have seen today. So this is a very, very important portion, and usually many questions will come under this. Okay, the 3 tiers of Panchayat Raj, etc. Okay, so again let me sum up this. So Panchayat Raj means what? It is a local self-government. So why they are giving main emphasis? If the rural people or if the villages gets developed, means automatically our country will be what? Economically empowered. That is the main idea of introducing or bringing this Panchayat Raj concept in our country. Okay, so the village level or the downtrodden people must be given a republic. They must plan the activities by their own. They must come to know what is happening at the village, what all activities is happening, etc. They must analyze, they must frame the objectives, they must have a plan of their own. Okay, so that only the government is giving leniency to the village people. Okay, so that is called as the Panchayat Raj. Okay, so horizontally it is a network of the village panchayat. So if it grows, automatically it grows up to the national level. So it was accepted as a new concept. Because why they are accepting it? Because the ruling is by what? Majority of the people. The majority of the people who are consultation with the people and consultation with the government officers on the other hand. That is very important. And this Panchayat Raj was introduced in the year 1952 in the Indian Constitutional Amendment Act, that is 73rd Amendment. Okay, who recommended this Panchayat Raj is the Balwant Mehta Committee. They only recommended this Panchayat Raj to the government after the community development programs. So mainly it is of what? Of the people, by the people and for the people. Rule by the people is the main concept of this Panchayat Raj. Next one, we are going to see what are the tiers or levels of Panchayat Raj. So the levels of Panchayat Raj operates at the 3 level. That is at the village level, block level and at the district level. So village level is called as what? The Gram Panchayat, block level at the Panchayat Samiti, and Jilla Parishad at the district level. So who comes under the Gram Panchayat? The elders. So they elected a what? The Sarpanch. The Sarpanch duty what? They have to convene the meeting once in 6 months. Okay, then what is the main functions we have seen? Regulatory function, developmental function, administrative function. Okay, next one about the Panchayat Samiti. So all the Gram Panchayat, they comes under whom? Under the Panchayat Samiti. They elect a Pradhan and Upradhan. Okay, who is responsible here? A block development officer is responsible here. Okay, then what are the functions we have seen it? Okay, next one comes to what? The Jilla Parishad. So Jilla Parishad is called as, they operates at the district level. District collector is responsible. They elect a chairman and a vice chairman. Okay, so all this we have seen it. Hope you have understand this concept. Okay, girls. Thank you. Thank you, ma. Let's see.